All right, you two, I'm going to try and get it in one take today. So, I want to talk about the daily hustle and people who like to use the phrase ignorance is bliss. So, that's a phrase that we hear in day to day life almost from an early age. And basically, what this means is not knowing good or bad or being indifferent is the best way to be so that you can be mentally not worried about things. The problem with this is that when we turn around and we've been ignorant for a very long time and we see certain inequalities, then all of a sudden we're like, what the hell happened? Well, what the hell happened is you were ignorant. So, ignorance is bliss until you open your eyes and you see, holy shit, somebody got all that money, or they got all that wealth, or they got all this, or they got all that. So, is ignorance truly bliss? Or is ignorance self? Or shall I say, is ignorance really subservience? The average millionaire in the United States in 2008 was the age, actually, not the average millionaire, the average person with $25 million in the bank was the age of 58. And that was in 2008. In 2018, that was last year, 10 years later, the average person with $25 million in the bank was 47. So you say, well, how did all those 47-year-olds, well, how did it go from 58 to 47? That's 11 years difference. How did all that wealth? Well, there's a lot of things that go into that. But the average people, the middle class, the people who are ignorantly blissful, who probably have as much money as they did 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, maybe a lot less. I don't have a ton more to show for my life in the last 10 or 12 years. I've been through some rough times, and I lost my job during the Great Recession and whatnot. That set me back. I was set back a good 5-6 years because I had to start over basically, and I lost. I had to take huge pay cut to start rebuilding my career. But anyway, what happens when you're blissfully ignorant is that the people who take advantage of the system, they don't have to hide in the dark. They don't have to lie, cheat, and steal. All they have to do is show up. All they have to do is play the game. And all of a sudden, all the people who are over here being blissfully ignorant, they don't have to worry about those people. The hustle that they're doing over here is allowing them to take all the money from the people over there. And when these people over here that are being blissfully ignorant turn around and go, holy shit, those people have all the money. Well, that's what you kind of have today. A bunch of people screaming, wealth inequality, wealth inequality. Well, we've been blissfully ignorant. And it's not blissful ignorance. It's blissful subservience. We are voluntarily subservient to the people over here who are doing the hustle. We blissfully go about our daily life. We let day after day flow by while these people are over here getting their hustle on, playing the system, playing the stock market, playing the game. They're ruthlessly cold. They're ruthlessly, and maybe some of them do, beg, borrow, steal, lie, cheat, steal. Some of them do that. There's some of that going on. There's no doubt about that. But they're also playing the game. The rules are set up. They play by the rules. They don't care about this, that, and the other, but they also are aware of what's going on. And they also know what's going on. They're not blissfully ignorant. They're not blissfully subservient. So don't be that. Don't be blissfully ignorant. Make yourself aware. Make yourself know what's going on out there so that when, 5, 10, 15 years slips by, you don't turn around and go, holy shit, that guy over there's a millionaire and all I got is a pot to piss in. Don't be that guy. Don't be those people. You know, it's all too common today for people to turn around and scream about wealth inequality, but they won't look in the mirror and say, what have I been doing about my hustle the last 5, 10, 15 years? I'm hustling now, right? And I got to make up for some time because I had to give away a bunch of my assets in my marriage, and that's fine. That's what it's all about. The system I was in played me. I played by those rules. I was, you know, blissfully ignorant, blissfully subservient, and I paid the price. So now I'm wide awake, and I'm no longer blissfully subservient. So now I'm sending the message to you. It's not blissfully ignorant, it's blissfully subservient. Wake up, own it, look in the mirror, say, I can't be, bright eyed and bushy tailed about just letting the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, the years go by. Because people over here, they're gonna hustle. They're gonna work the system. They're gonna take the money. They're gonna be aware of what's going on. And I'm not saying don't go fishing, don't go shooting, don't go do the things you love to do. You gotta do that stuff too. But what I am saying is, you can't not know what's going on. Don't be that person. Because when you are that person, you'll spend all your time looking at the television, all your time looking at the Facebook, all your time pretending like unicorns fart cotton candy and teddy bears give you big hugs and dog kisses heal all wounds, because that's not what happens. And these people over here that are making something with their life, working this system that we've got right now, they know what's going on. They're blissfully aware. They're blissfully taking life by the balls. They're not blissfully subservient. That's all. Stepping off my soapbox. Peace out.